Okay, so I'm going to be flipping through 2 months, January and February. I will do another flip through in May for March and April. So if you're unfamiliar with the Kinbor, actually let's go through the Kinbor first. There is a calendar for the past year and the future year. This current year is the bigger one right here. In the Hobonichi, it's flip, which is kind of cute. So you also have this feature of 2 months on a page, like a line a day, 2 months on a page, vertical. If you are new to planning and you don't know any of the terms that I am using or have used, go ahead and comment down below to ask me what they are. I am very happy to answer them for you. And then after that, you get your proper monthlies, and this is the January one, and it's just all monthlies. And then this is February. I kind of like this because this is all stamps and it's whales, and the stamps that I used are from several different shops. The problem I have with stamps, although I love it so much now than I've ever had before, is that I don't have enough ink pads, and I don't know why, but I haven't purchased any new ones yet. And then I have March, so this one is newly set up, and this is what it looks like. And then you have a little notes here, and I'm probably gonna blur that out. And then you have future months. So you also get this, but I haven't been keeping up with this. I should do that better, maybe next year when I get my next Kinbor Dailies. Oh yes, I am very happy with this, more than I thought that I would be. I was thinking if I'm able to keep up with this until Hobonichi Day 2024, I might get a cousin. But I'm also feeling like this is kind of like the layout that I want. It's very similar to the cousin though. So I'm still thinking, because I don't like the weeklies in here. I kind of like it to just be dailies. So I don't know. But definitely next year, it's going to have another A5 planner that is going to have dailies. I was thinking of A6 as well, but no, that don't work. This is it. This brings me a lot of joy. At the beginning of the month, you get a blank page with a quote. I have not translated this quote, but what I do is at the end of every month, I would write stuff on here, and this is for January. So at the beginning of the month, this will be blank, and then at the end of the month, I will doodle on this and write all the things, like a memory keeper of sorts. So it's like a monthly wrap-up, but very visual. So here are the first few pages that I am trying to get used to this kind of layout. I would not say that I would accomplish this every day. There are some days where I would decorate more. Most days I would just have this. So very free-flowing, not a lot of dividing, formatting, etc. and things like that. So there are some days that I would not write on this because I would be too busy and I'd just be sitting in my computer doing whatever it is that needs to be done. So here I am still experimenting. Okay, so when did that start? Okay, here. So on the 23rd of January is when this format started, and this is basically the one format that I have been using until now, which is to divide the page into 3 columns, the one that I told you earlier. So on the 28th of January, this entry and this entry, they have the division that is lower. So I have this giant box here to write all the things, and then I have the to do in today, but that will change later on. So if I do have time, I would put stickers down on the spaces, and this is February. So February is done. Today is currently March. So, or rather we are in the month of March. So I have already updated February. It is a really big month for me. I didn't realize how big this month was going to be. This is what we have. So I think I kind of prefer January though. What do you think? January. So January is kind of looking very aesthetic. This one is a little bit more decorative, a little more color, mostly brown though. As you can see here, it is very much the same. And then I started playing with stamps. I love stamps for this. Okay, not all stamp pad inks will work on this, but definitely the 𝒕𝒉𝒅𝒄 tiny little squares, it's perfect for this. By the way, if you're wondering, can I use my fountain pen on here? No, you can't. Well, maybe you can if you're using an EF, like a true EF, like a Kaweco EF, then probably yes. If you're using an F of a Kakuno, Pilot Kakuno, no. So just be mindful that this is not that planner. This is not Tomoe River paper that's similar to the Hobonichi. It will not take your fountain pen ink, especially if you're using a really wet ink. Like those shimmer inks, yeah, that's not gonna happen. Actually, I need to still do this page, but I still need to unwind my head from that moment of February 12. So here are very, very busy days. But I think I went back, slowly going back to planning on the 22nd. Things are winding down. That's how I know that things are winding down, when I've started to like track things, because I'm no longer doing that one thing. And then I also am using quite a lot of stickers. So here, once again, did I do that here? Yeah, I did that there. So I went back to, so I tried this again, just 2 columns, didn't quite work out as great, but then again, I'm doing that one thing. And now I'm doing more things, especially here. And then we go into March. So as I've said, this page is blank. And then we go into today. So we start with just a few things, and I'm probably going to fill this in, and I do that by using the dots and the pens and the stencils. This is the best thing. I should have gotten this a long time ago. All right, so how do you know if you are using it right side up? The back of this is very shiny. The front of this is a little more textured. So I only use quite a few of these, not everything. So these are very tiny, so I would suggest something like this, a fine tip pen. So I would note down when I would get up. So I'm going to be using this line, but so the stencil itself has a grid printed. Mind you, this grid doesn't fit anything. The Hobonichi, the Kinbor, nothing. Because when I use this, it doesn't align. Just be mindful of that. And then I would, what else did I do? When did I start filming? Oh, here. Filming here. So basically it's something like this, and then I'd fill it out, or rather no, I would do, oh sorry, no, gray, 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 and then whenever I would finish, okay, right there. All right, and then you can use the other bits. I really like the stars one. Can I do that? Oh, wait. I still have a few things to do today. Things have already happened when I was taking a break. You can also use these other stencils. I don't use it as often as I use this. For here, I kind of use these two, and then this star or sparkle thing. It's great. And then for this, I use the bubbles. Sometimes I use the rest of this. This is for travel. This is the map of Japan, and I think that's really cute. I've never been to Japan, but I really want to go. And I like these two brackets. These brackets are great. As well as the brackets here. Hang on. This one. It's nice that you have labels on here. And then this is the last one. This is kind of like icons. So if you want to track weather, you have phone call, eat, book. Book, I do that quite a lot. Shopping, I also use that. There's train, there's these bunch of people, weather, flower. For the smiley faces, what you do is you take one of the circles or one of the hearts, the square, take this circle and then match the circle up, and then it won't go in. This is very, very thin, so it won't go in. Let's try this pen. Okay, this pen will go in. So that is what you do. And that is it for us for this planner.